fun day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly Sunday evening live stream where we get to hang out with you guys for quite some time. Jeremy likes to start off with a song.
Since when?
Since always. It all started off with someone sending a super chat telling him he should play the guitar. And ever since then, he hasn't put the guitar down.
If you want a warehouse update, type what the hell.
Type in what the warehouse in the chat.
If you want a warehouse update, type what the warehouse.
In the live chat.
If you want a warehouse update and you want to stay up late.
We're going to be up late.
If you want a warehouse update, type what the warehouse. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales.
That's us.
What?
We make up what the Hales.
So what am I, Hales, and you're what the?
Yeah.
You're what the? I'm Hales?
Yes.
If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales. If you love what the Hales.
It makes perfect sense.
And you like making sales. If you love what the Hales, type what the Hales.
All right. Give it up for Jeremy.
What are they giving up?
Give it up.
What are they giving up?
They're applauding. Isn't that the saying? The American saying? Give it up.
I wouldn't know. I'm not American.
What's
you
the
are.
word that I'm looking for?
You apparently are American. I am not.
According to you, I'm Arabican.
You're an American. An American.
Trish
That's an
Pickard
Arabic
sent a $2 super
American.
sticker. Appreciate it, Trish.
Thank you so much, Trish. So much going on tonight. Hey, here's something to share with you tonight. We always establish goals, always, for the channel. And frankly, you should establish goals in everything in your life. If you aim for nothing, you're bound to hit it every single time. You always want to establish a goal and aim for that goal. And then you establish a higher goal and aim for that goal, or maybe sometimes it's a lower goal. But we have hit another record today on the channel.
Yes.
We hit another amazing record for the channel. We always have goals for the channel, and it's just mind-blowing. And none of that happens without you. Without you. We thank you so much. Subscriber count now, I think we're close to 400 and maybe something. 20-something.
Almost 430.
We're almost to 430.
And we hit 116 million views.
We're over that now. We are 117 million.
117 million
117.
Views,
Let me check.
Huge.
Let me check.
Bugs Adventure sent $5, says, so true, love goals. Yes, you always want to set short-term goals and long-term goals.
So what are our long-term goals?
Our long-term goals is to...
There we are. Views is 117,336,654.
Woo!
And now...
That's a big number. I didn't think you knew how to count.
I don't.
That is a big number.
I thought you were whispering it to me.
Please pray for me. Oh, she had surgery on Friday.
Oh, that's no fun.
And now waiting for results. Oh, you're in our prayers, Deb.
I'm not sure what she said before prayers. You're in our prayer.
You're in our prayers, Deb.
But it might have been more interesting. You're in our pla. Deb, we're praying for you.
You don't fumble upon your words here and there?
No. They don't call me Captain Fumble.
See, you just did it. You just did it.
Okay, good point.
Bear Belly 85 cent $2 says, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it.
Are you sure Bear Belly is talking about us?
Richard Harder sent a $3 super sticker. Appreciate it, Richard.
If you haven't subscribed yet, George, what do they do?
What the hells are you guys waiting for? You just hit that red subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. Only costs you a couple seconds of your time to subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell icon. Once that bell icon pops up. You want to hit the top bell, which is all notifications. That way you get notified every single time we release a new video.
Kathy
and
just
we go
subscribed.
live
You
every
should too.
Sunday. Service Chihuahua, thank you for the $2.
Yep, it's completely and totally free. And when you hit that bell, okay, so you hit that notification bell and you want to make sure it's on the all notifications.
Thank you,
will
Cynthia.
know exactly when we release a video. We release a video every day at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we go live at Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mhm.
Now, that time could be different wherever you are in the world, but for us, that's a constant. And YouTube will actually let you know, hey, what the Hale's just released, and you can watch their new video. And there's going to be some pretty epic, crazy videos this week.
Oh, yeah. Dennis Zek, thank you for the $5.
And hopefully I can get back to Florida because it's cold in Ohio.
It has been chilly. We
Oh,
have
no,
been
no,
getting
no, no.
rain. But Florida needs rain. So I think Floridians are a little bit jealous of Ohio because we've been getting rain when they
We
need
got
rain.
one full day of rain. Then it was like 50 degrees
There was
one
even
day.
a flood warning.
And I told not only a flood warning, Ohio had a emergency disaster
Thank you,
up in the
Stacey.
islands and up on the shore because of the waves. And I told her, I was like, I cannot wait to get back to Florida. I have got to get out of here. I got to go. I know I still have some things to take care of here in Ohio as far as business. And we're going to talk about that with the warehouse and everything and updating you where things are at. But I can't
Thank
wait
you, Deb.
to get back to Florida.
He's
Can't
been
wait.
itching.
Oh, I'm dying to
Like
get
I've
back
been
to
having
Florida.
that itch to come see Elvis. He's been having that itch to go back to
Oh,
Florida.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Thanks so much, OBX
Thanks.
Picker.
Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
OBX. Woo.
Absolutely appreciate it. Yeah, I can't wait to get back down there. Absolutely love it. So much fun down there. And it's not cold. That's the best.
It gets cold in Florida too, you know.
It doesn't snow where we're at.
Get Swamped can confirm it's been the coldest in Florida in what, 20 years?
Yeah, it was perfect hoodie weather. It was amazing.
Thank you, Doreen, for the $5. She says, y'all have kept me laughing while I'm at work nursing she broke her ankle.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow,
$5
wow.
from Michelle. Thank you, Michelle.
So some of you may be asking, what are all these super chats? Well, that's people down below. They want to support the channel. We get that question a lot. What happens if somebody sends a super chat or a super sticker? Where does that money go? Why did they do it?
Yep.
So why did they do it?
So
George?
all the highlighted chats that you see in the live chat that are with a monetary value attached to it, those are donations that people are making to us as we are live real time right now.
And
Like
so that
Wrench just
all
sent
goes
$5. Appreciate it, Wrench.
that all goes back into the channel
Yep.
to actually create more great content for you.
Yes.
So we
It goes
appreciate
back
that.
into the business.
We
Yep.
absolutely
Thank
appreciate
you, Diana
that.
Jones.
Uh-oh. Bearbelly85 sent another $2 and said they're drying up in California.
We'll send you guys rain.
We're flooding up here in
We're-
Ohio.
yeah,
I
we're-
can't wait to get back home to Florida. Can't wait.
Thank you, Bear Belly.
Ed says, I just give money. He just gave $19.99. He said he does it because he loves it.
Aw, thank you, Edward.
That's one of the things people will
We
ask
appreciate it.
they've never given a super chat and they see super chats in the chat. They'll leave comments on the videos on the live streams and be like, why do people give you money? And I always
Thank
find
you,
it
Rick,
humorous.
for the $20 super sticker.
I always find it humorous because people are asking, well, why do people give you money? And I always kind of respond sometimes going, well, it's their money. They can do whatever they want to do
it's
with
a
it.
donation.
They can go down to Walmart and spend it on candy, or they can spend it on chicken, or they can spend it on a bike, or it's their money. They can do whatever they want. And
Thank you, Elizabeth.
they like to support the actual channel, and it goes back into the channel, and it helps create great content for you guys, whether it be silly things such as getting better sound for you, or better lighting, or better video quality.
An upgrade on a cell phone.
So you talk about upgrade on a cell phone. Yeah, I got to go get it for you. So one of the things that we're doing, I'm going to show you guys.
Thank you, Wendy.
Okay, all of the videoing happens on this cell phone. All right, this is, and we tell you guys we do it on a cell phone.
Absolutely awesome stuff.
This is an S9. Now, if you look, it's completely destroyed in the back from dropping it so many times. Okay, so this is an S9. I started on an S6.
Thank you, Mary Franklin and Michelle McDermott.
What we were able to just do is to purchase a better camera.
Thank you, Grace.
Is a cell phone. We're not using it as a cell phone, but we just got an S21, and we're going to attempt.
Praying for you, Jay Pruitt.
we're going to attempt to do all the filming on the S21. So George was teaching me how to use the S21 today. So we were actually at George's mom's and dad's, and we were celebrating George's mom's birthday. How old is your mom now? Like 28, 29?
You've got me like thinking like, how old is my mom?
So George's mom is maybe
20 years older than me. So I recently just turned 39. So that makes her 59.
So George's mom is 29.
Avery Kitchens. People are breaking all kinds of stuff. He broke his pinky and cracked his wrist. Jeez.
Ouch.
Keeping you in our prayers.
So George, I had the new S21.
Thank you, Kathy Hopkins.
And George, let me see, is 21. Now the 21 compared to the iPhone, the Samsung is supposed to have better video, better audio, and we tested it. We tested George's phone versus George's phone.
Thank you, James.
And the S21 is just like, it's crazy.
It films in 8K. So a lot of people are familiar with 4K. This is a whole nother level. It's up to like 8K.
Which we would probably never use the actual 8K because even YouTube doesn't go up to 8K. It goes up to 4K.
Yeah.
But the quality is absolutely amazing.
It is.
And so the videos are going to start coming out with a higher quality of video and audio.
Yeah.
And that'll probably take a couple times of getting used to. But it shouldn't be that far off of what we've been using, which is just a cell phone. And then we're transferring over to the S21.
Thank you, Sherry.
We also use a GoPro with stabilization. So a lot of times if you see a video, it looks like anything is right here. That has stabilization built in. And the S21 has the exact same stabilization. It's flatter. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely cool.
Dr. Flip at $5. He needs to get a hip replacement.
Oh my goodness.
Why are you guys falling apart on us? That's so crazy.
Guess what? Robbie said 8K can't be used anywhere. Now, Robbie had me on the iPhone on the 12 Max, right?
Yeah, the 12 Pro Max, which was short-lived. Thank you, Avery.
Robbie's like, Jeremy, you got to get the iPhone. You got to get the Max Pro. And
the microphone
is incredible.
And
incredible.
I'm soft-spoken, so it picked me up from a distance.
So we tried it. Here's the thing. If you're going to be a professional YouTuber, iPhone doesn't communicate with Google. They do this. Now, when you're a professional YouTuber and your entire life is work your day, film your day, edit your day, when things don't do this, that means there's no video the next day. Now, if you're going to release one video a week, then iPhone might be good for you because you have to transfer everything. You have to get moved. You have to do this. You have to do this. But when you literally, your life is YouTube. You live your life, you film your life, you edit your life, and then people get a video the next day. There is no time for delays. And so iPhone does not communicate with a Google product, but Samsung is a Google product, and it communicates perfectly. And so iPhone literally had to go straight out the door because it's not compatible. You can make it compatible, but it takes so much more time and it is not conducive to a full-time YouTuber's life.
He says he recommends pairing it with the DJI Osmo. We actually got it.
We used that, and that was, frankly, it was horrible.
It was horrible. Like it at all.
Again, everything comes down to what is efficient and what communicates well, because it's us. It's literally us working every waking moment and producing a video for the next day. And so that is not an easy task. That is a large, large commitment. And every time you add another step, or every time you add another hour into that schedule, that means you don't release the next day, or that means you don't sleep. And sleep is important. That means, means a lot of things. So we are going with the S21.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to agree 100% with what he's saying with Android versus iPhone. I edit on my iPhone. I absolutely love it. All the thumbnails are done on the iPhone. I absolutely love it. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I think Jeremy just does not like change.
I don't think that's the issue at all. You can't save a video. You can't create a video, edit to it, and send it to me from your iPhone to a Google.
If you had an iPhone, I could airdrop it to you.
That's not what I need. The iPhone has to put the actual footage on a laptop, and then it's got to go to a thumb drive.
That all could be done.
So this is, and it takes another extra hour. And you're not the one doing it. I am. You're the one sleeping
I've
while I
edited quite a
work.
few videos, Jeremy.
Which we don't have any of it, do we? We don't
have
have
it
it
all
anywhere.
on my phone.
Exactly.
I
That's
haven't
the whole
transferred it
point.
to you yet.
You can't transfer it.
Because I
That's the
haven't
whole
done
point.
it yet.
The whole point is
I'll
she
get it to
can't
you this
transfer
week.
it. She cannot transfer it. It doesn't communicate. So you can edit, but your actual information is lost there. You can't pull it from there. She can't get it to me.
Okay, I'll make sure I get it to you this week.
I'll make sure that you won't because it ain't gonna work. So there's no way to actually hold on to that video. It's gonna hold in her iPhone. You can't just pull it conveniently. George can't do anything with it right now to put it on a laptop. She can't just plug her phone in and get it onto a laptop and then put it on an external hard drive or on a laptop. It's stuck in her phone. She has to get extra hardware to do that. She can't. She literally can't do it right now.
Okay. You want to bet on it?
Yes, fist pump it.
All right, we'll bet on it.
There you go.
I'll get it to you by next week.
Nope, I don't want it next week. I want it right now. If
I'm gonna
you're
wait
so
till
confident,
you go back to Florida.
no. Listen to her.
I'm
Now
gonna
she's
wait
waiting.
till he goes back to
so
Florida.
This is her. She wants
when
to.
he's not like this in my ear.
She wants
and
to
then I'll do
argue
it.
the point, but do it right now. Go get your phone and do it right now.
We're on a live right now.
Well, if it's so easy and you're just gonna get it to me, because I can take every video right now. Boom, it's on there.
Okay.
Within seconds.
All right.
Go get it.
Thank you.
That's
Julie
my point.
Page.
So we are upgrading to the S21. It should be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Edward Jensen.
what I've had to deal
Says if you need a personal assistant, editor, hit me up. I work for Gator Rides.
For gator rides.
rides.
Nice. We're gonna saddle that big boar at the property.
Bear Belly says I sent super chats because I like hearing my name on a live stream. No, I'm kidding. I'm a huge fan of your channel. It's like my top 5.
Who
Thank
doesn't
you, Bear
like
Belly.
hearing beer belly? Bear beats
Sorry,
Battlestar
Bear.
Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. You ready for mail?
Yeah.
All right.
We have quite a few mail. We have quite a few mail to open tonight. Not as much as last week though, but last week I think was weeks of mail.
No,
Weeks
last
and
week was 1 week of mail.
weeks delayed
No.
mail. We all know mail's
Last
been
week
delayed.
was 1 week of mail. All right, you got one more here. Let's see. What are you doing?
Whoa.
Everybody knows there was no
Sorry,
song yet.
I was peeking. This one looked interesting.
All day.
Whoever sent this. We've got mail. Here it goes. We're gonna open it. This one's from Boston, all the way from Minnesota.
We got mail.
Thank you so for the $5.
Looks like you
George
got no.
and Jeremy, happy belated birthday to the both of you. Mine's is next month. Time passes so fast. Keep up the good work. I like you both at the same address, so better. You're still good, but same location, so much better.
Florida.
The calendars are self-explainable. I've heard you guys wonder how often the same calendars return. These 2 pages will show you. Interesting. Love, Gloria Lawson. Here's the calendars. Hold this.
Here are the calendars. 200-year calendar.
Oh, this one's definitely for you.
Laura Baker sent $4.99. Thank you so
you,
much.
Laura.
We appreciate it. Me and Mr. Bickerson love you both. Laura Baker from
I got
Vegas.
my first set of Elvis Presley playing cards.
Are you
How
going to play
awesome
with
is
them?
that? No, this is about
And-
my Elvis collection. Thank you so
Hold
much.
a second. She just gave me this and said this was for me.
Gloria. Yeah, that's definitely for you.
What is it? Let's find out.
It looks
World's smallest collectible mini. All right, let's see.
I saw a gator.
What do we got?
I saw Hot Wheels.
It's a gator. Check that
It's like
out.
a hungry hippo type gator.
What if? Oh, it's a rat trap gator. Check that out. Okay, so if you put your finger on its teeth and bam, it goes down on you. That's pretty slick
Love it.
right
That
there.
is pretty awesome.
You know what I'm going to do with it?
What? I can wear it as an earring.
Bam!
All right.
There we go.
Let's see if he stays on there.
All right. We can do
The
that.
next box is from Utica, New York.
From Utica?
Utica.
New York?
New York. And then look, this is definitely for you.
Are you sure?
I'm going to hand that over to you.
Ooh, check that out. More places. These are all going. Okay, these are all going back to Florida. And by the way, every single plate that was at the warehouse on display on the door has been taken down. Christian took them all down.
Yep.
They're all in a tote to go back to Florida. All of them are going on the Florida
That's
on the
awesome.
Florida property.
So it's just a few treats for you all, Jeremy. The turkey joints are a local candy made in Rome, New York.
Oh, turkey
George,
joints.
I couldn't find the butterfly gummies. Hope you enjoy the bears. Beauty and the Beast. Enjoy the sweet potato fries. Love your show, Amy Zilio?
Sweet potato fries for the
I
pigs.
think I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know Amy wouldn't have sent me an empty bag of gummy bears. Jeremy, you got into this, didn't you? Did you eat these? He ate these, Amy. Look at that. Those were for me. It said it in the cart. She gave those to me.
I didn't read the card.
These
I
are
opened
for
it
you.
to prep for you.
These
Well,
turkey joints are for you.
I'm trading. Then I'm trading. Amy, I'm going to trade her. She gets
Amy.
turkey joints. She gets turkey joints, and these were delicious.
Oh, I bet the pigs would love this too.
Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank
These were
you,
absolutely
Amy.
delicious.
I
Albanese.
didn't even get to taste one, Amy.
You know what?
Not
If
even
you
one.
were actually opening the mail and prepping it
Surprise,
for the
surprise.
Sunday night live
Just
streams,
like
then
all the
maybe
candy he got me for my birthday, he ate all of it. All of it. That's kind of like, what is that? What's the term called when you give someone a gift and then you take it back or eat it yourself?
Egyptian giver. An Egyptian giver.
That's how it went down.
That's how it went down.
This one says, "Attention, Jeremy," from Karen, all the way from Barron, Wisconsin.
Barren, like
I'm gonna just give
Barren
that over
belly.
to you.
Okay. Maybe there's some gummy bears in here. Nope. Check that out. Check that out. We got, look at that. That's a crocodile hanging out there. Might be a gator. You know what? That's
Ooh,
probably a
it smells
gator.
good. Whatever's in here
Check
smells
that
good.
out. Thank you so much. Mean Street and Tough Alley. Very cool.
That is cool.
Very cool.
The next envelope is from our friend Eva, all the way from Raymore, Missouri.
Eva, remember, Eva has
This
literally
smells really, really good.
decorated the property in Otter Creek. It's crazy.
Happy birthday! Want to get you something I knew you'd like. You can take Jeremy if you want.
Oh, she ain't taking me. Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me-
This is
Gift
crazy.
cards to Barbecue.
It's Barbecue.
Oh my goodness.
Service Chihuahua said her man eats all the goodies too.
Thank you, Eva. I knew there was a delay in the mail because Eva was like, "Did you get your birthday gift yet?" I sent it early of May, and here
Got
we are,
it now,
end of May,
Eva.
we finally got it. Thank you so much, Eva.
And it smells so
it
good.
smells delicious.
I was actually craving barbecues today.
Were you?
I was just craving being
I
home
heard
in
you
Florida.
talking about it. to
I just
somebody.
want to get home to Florida. More than anything, I want to get home to Florida.
All right. This
Aunt
is for you.
Combest just sent $5. Amy, nice Jeremy George. I'll send you another package after he goes back to Florida. There you go, Amy. Yep, she's gonna send another one.
Thank you, Amy.
All right. Oh my goodness, there's no note with who it's from.
What is that? Lemur's Rock.
Lemur's
Aw,
Rock.
That's so cute.
Lemur's Rock. Now,
We don't
Robbie,
have that patch yet.
not that one. Robbie has been working with the babies, and he's working on trying to find the sex of every single one. So far, I think he knows he has one male, one female, and there's another baby. I think he still has to figure it out.
The next card is from Paula Lentz from New Jersey. Says, "Dear George, I'm not too forgetful, but sometimes I am. Just wanted you to enjoy your birthday. So now this is not much, but it's enough for a coffee or something else. Happy birthday, Paula, aka Paula Hirsch, maybe?"
Yep, Paula Hirsch. Look at
Another
that.
gift card. A
This
$25
woman
gift card.
needs coffee, or my life becomes
Thank
a living
you so much, Paula.
Hales.
You guys are awesome.
Joan Froggy00 just sent $5. Did I miss something? Did you find Beast and Chicken Nugget? You got to stay tuned.
All right, this is definitely for you.
All right, this is for me. It's from California.
California.
It's totally awesome, but we don't know who sent it.
There's
Look
no
at that.
note.
Warning, Sasquatch
Warning,
sighted.
warning.
Enter at your own risk. There have been so many Sasquatch sightings on the property. Wow, that is super cool. Don't know who sent it. I'm going to have these signs like every 50 feet. So cool.
All right, so this one I think is for you as well. It's a customs license plate.
Are you sure?
Let's see if there's a note on here.
Whoa!
I don't see a note on here. Just
we don't know who it's from. What the Hales?
from
Nice.
Ontario.
Very cool,
That's
eh?
so cool.
Nancy
I love it.
Grisby just sent $4.99. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Blue is one of Jeremy's favorite colors.
Oh, you know what we could do?
What?
That could actually probably go on one of the trucks, one of the vehicles, because you only
you don't
need a plate on the
plate
back.
now.
You don't need a front plate. That could actually go
Yeah.
on the front of Ramsey's.
That would totally match.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would.
That
should
would
do
be
it.
that would be
Should
cool.
definitely do it.
That would be cool. I'm gonna consider that. Seriously consider that, because that would be awesome.
Okay, so the next gift came all the way straight from Amazon. I'm pretty sure this one's for you.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna hand that over to you.
Why do you say it's for me?
Just a hunch.
No.
Just a hunch.
Beware. Just
Well,
beware.
Just beware.
No trust.
So
We're
two
tired
of
of hiding.
them?
Isn't
We
that
got
so
two?
true? We are so tired of hiding the bodies. Yeah, there's two of them in here. That is true. We
That's
are getting
awesome.
tired of hiding the bodies.
That's so awesome.
True.
Aww.
That is a handmade
Sabrina
card.
Birdsong. Now this is
She makes
she
beautiful,
makes beautiful
cards.
cards. Look at this one. Happy birthday.
You've got to see this.
And then you open it up and bam. Look how beautiful
look
it's a
at
cake.
that. Isn't that something else?
That's gorgeous.
Look at that again. Look at that again. She hand makes these.
If you guys want to order your own handmade card,
Isn't that wild?
That's
Isn't that
gorgeous.
beautiful? So cool.
Sabrina Birdsong's handmade cards. Pretty awesome. What does it say? It says to George.
It says, "Dear Jeremy, I'm sorry I'm late for your birthday. And don't worry about eating George's gummy bears. She don't need them anyway." From Sabrina.
I'm pretty sure Sabrina did not write that in
That's
the card.
pretty much what's in there.
It says, for George, the older you get, more wise you get. I wish you a happy birthday from Sabrina. Aw,
Thank you, Sabrina.
And then she included, bam, 2 Elvis records. They're
Check
both brand
that
new.
out.
Oh, no, wait. This is a calendar.
Oh,
For 2021.
2021.
And then this is a record still sealed. Thank you so much, Sabrina.
The golden records.
I love the card. It's awesome.
Robbie at Get Swamp says, "Jeremy, just send the bodies over here. The Gators love them."
Zoe says, I sent the beware signs. Hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you
So
so
those
much,
are
Zoe.
awesome. We do. As soon as we've got a whole bunch of signs, you guys have been giving us a whole bunch of signs. I got a tote filled with them, the signs, the license plates. As soon as I get back to the ranch and in Otter Creek, those are all getting hung up. Can't wait. Can't
All right.
wait.
So this one came directly from Amazon as well. I don't see a note, but here, you can show that one. I'm pretty sure this one's yours.
Yeah.
And then this,
Check that out.
this would be...
This seems like something Eva would make. I got my guard pig. I got
And
my
then
guard
look,
hog.
That's so cool. That'll definitely go on the chicken coop.
This is so cool.
Thank you to whoever sent this. You guys
Thank
are
you.
amazing. You guys are definitely
Let me see that
amazing.
chicken. I want to see. That is
I love it.
awesome. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. That's so cool. Here's a fist pump to everyone that sent fan mail. We appreciate you guys.
Bam! All right, George.
Look, the alligator's still hanging on for dear life.
Wait, let's try something else. I got another idea. Let's see. All
Oh,
right.
Nicole Mills said, I sent the What the Hale's license plate. Thank you so much,
We
Nicole.
love it.
It's awesome.
I have another idea. You ready?
My nose is too big. My nose is too big.
Minor problem.
I got a big old nose.
Yeah, you do. Does everybody want to see George when she was 15?
No. Ow. Ow, not so hard. Yvonne Brown sent the sign in the patch, the Lemurs Rock. Thank
Love
you
it.
so much, Yvonne.
Love
Yvonne
it.
sent so many patches.
Yvonne
So
loves
many.
the patches. She
It's
loves
pretty
it.
awesome.
Okay. Who wants to see George when she was 15?
No.
I promise you, same nose, but different year. Okay.
They have to go check it out on social media.
Okay, so here's the deal. I already posted the video.
They're posted.
If you know how to get to our YouTube shorts,
Raptor Adventures says, "Hey, Jeremy and George. Hey, Jen and Lisa.
If you know how to get to our YouTube shorts, or if you get to our Facebook page. So our Facebook page, if you're not following our Facebook page, What the Hales, that's a great place to see a lot of cool stuff that we don't actually put up on
Frank Chapman
on
said
YouTube.
he saw Sasquatch in Ashland.
Sweet.
And Ashland's only what, 30 minutes from
30
Wooster?
minutes from us. So there is a video of George when she's 15 years old.
A lot of people have seen it already.
We also put it on Instagram, which is What the Hales 1 on Instagram. But Facebook, if you're not on our Facebook page yet, you definitely want to jump onto our Facebook because we post a lot of different information there that doesn't go on YouTube. But you absolutely want to hang out on YouTube as well. So
if you don't have a Facebook, have no fear. It's on YouTube.
It's on the short, but we put a lot of stuff on Facebook that we don't put on YouTube.
Yeah. Shauna sent $2, says, I bought a Jaguar.
Nice.
That's pretty awesome. Congrats, Shauna.
So we were at George's family's house today, Dad and Mom's. So in other words, what I like to call Mr. George's house. So we were at Mr. George's, and then George comes out with a picture, and he's like, "Hey, you want to see this picture?"
No,
like, what is it?
My sister did.
No, it was George. Your sister might have saw it.
She brought it out.
Well, your brother is the one that showed it to me.
Yeah.
So George. So your sister George brought it out. Yeah. But your brother George is the one that
must have handed it to George.
So then George is like, "Look at this. Here's George," and I'm like, "What? What?" I was like, "I recognize the nose. I don't know who anything else is in there."
Shauna says you bought one, not me. That you must have watched an old video, Shauna.
We did. We just posted buying the Jaguar. Yep.
On Facebook.
Yep.
Okay, so any video you see on Facebook are all throwbacks.
They're all throwbacks. They're vintage throwbacks. But new subscribers may not have seen them yet, so that's another great way to see them is to be on Facebook. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this picture, and I'm asking George. I'm like, "That's your sister? That's your sister?" I'm like, the only thing I recognize is the nose. I'm like, "Where's the rest of her?" And he's like, "She's 15." I'm like, "Who's the boy in there? Is that Joey or son?" And he's like, "No. That's me." I'm like,
how old was he in that picture?
I'm like, "How old are you?" He's like, 7.
We're 8 years apart.
All right. Then he was 6, almost 7. The back of it said George 15 and George 7. Okay. I was like, "Oh my goodness." I couldn't believe it. I recognize this part of George because she has a very distinguishable nose.
I have a button nose.
Just like I have a very, very distinguishable nose. In other words, we have huge noses. Okay. I'm politely saying we have huge noses.
Mine's really wide.
Mine's just huge. So I recognize the nose, but the rest of the person, I had no clue who it was. No clue.
I think I had bangs.
Let me check. I'm just going to check here real quick. See if she had bangs or not.
Pretty sure I had bangs.
Let me see. Let's
Maybe
check.
That's why you don't recognize.
Okay, this is George.
Yeah,
oh, you had bangs. Oh my goodness.
I used to rock the bangs.
Brother, what are you
You
showing
were rocking
me?
the bangs and the mom jeans and a vest.
That's George. George.
That's crazy.
This is starting to itch. I'm gonna have to take this off.
That is
You want to wear it
crazy.
on your earlobe?
I thought you would never ask. I didn't even think that was. I didn't think that even had to be asked.
Michelle says just went to your Facebook page and saw George showing a picture of him and George. Very cute. Thank you, Michelle.
What else did we do today?
We had a cookout at my parents' house. We got to see pretty much my entire family.
So Mr. George made his famous.
He made his famous ribs, which I love my dad's ribs.
So you got your rib. You got your ribs on.
I got my rib fix. I even brought like a to-go container And the container is like probably this big, filled with ribs. That's how much ribs he likes to make.
So George got a rib on.
Yep.
Mr. George made ribs, and then all the baby Georges used me as a jungle gym, as usual. So that's what happens.
Yep.
S. Jenkins just sent $5. Thank you so
you.
much. Mitch Chick the Henning just sent $5. Thank you so
you.
much as well. We appreciate it. All the mini Georges were hanging all over me and using me as a jungle gym, which is pretty custom when I end up over there.
All of my nephews love to just crawl all over him.
Crawl, climb, punch,
wrestle,
poke, probe,
boys will be boys.
pick. I mean, you name it. You name it. Wrestle.
They fart on each other.
No, they were farting on me. Poppy let one loose. Jeremy, put your hand down here. Okay, Poppy. I was like, would you please go get your auntie? Go do that to your auntie.
He didn't, though. He knows better.
Because he was having too much fun doing it to me. He doesn't know better. He had too much fun doing it to me. That's what he was doing. Yeah, so that was going on.
It was a little chilly, but it was perfect.
And
it was 65 and sunny, hoodie weather. It was perfect.
We also went and played on the trampoline. This is not online. This is me popcorn bouncing her nephews, George and George, and then also George.
There's a weight limit on the trampolines. And all four of us were on there.
Your mom's screaming already.
Yeah, their mom was going, "Stop it, Jeremy! You're gonna hurt my babies!
The trampoline's gonna break.
You're gonna hurt my babies!" They were fine. They were having fun. They want to come down. They want a Gator Scout. They want to come to Florida and Gator Scout.
Yeah, like I talked to my sister about. Lori Wells sent $10. Says, "Love you guys. Finally caught you. Appreciate it, Lori." I talked about taking my nephews back with me when I drive back down to Florida, and my sister was like, I don't know. Can you handle them for that long?
She's like, "I'll just give them to Jeremy. Jeremy will wear them out."
So they're excited to come back, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with my doctor's appointments. I still have a lot of you have been asking, what's going on with your doctor's appointments. The whole point of me coming back in May was because I had doctor's appointments lined up for every single week. And then all through June, I have doctor's appointments scheduled for every single week. And then based on those doctor's appointments, I may have to either see another specialist or some type of follow-up. So it may carry on into July, but I won't know until I actually see those doctors.
What appointments do you have this week?
I gotta look at my calendar.
You have like a bunch of appointments this week, don't you?
I have 2 appointments scheduled this week. I don't remember which ones they are, but I know that they're on my calendar. Shauna sent $5. Says George looks like a young Selena. Probably in that picture.
Gomez?
In that picture. Selena.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think I do. But maybe in that picture when I was 15, maybe a little bit with the bangs.
You think
Selena has bangs. Yeah.
Are we talking Selena Gomez?
No.
Who's Selena?
The Selena that passed away. Her manager shot and killed her. That Selena.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
He probably wouldn't know. Jeremy doesn't know much about that type of music. But there was Jennifer Lopez played her in the movie Selena. Maybe you saw that movie.
Nope.
No. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
Nope, no clue. You ready to get into the warehouse update?
Yeah, I think people are dying to find out what the Hales is going on with
All right,
warehouse.
5,000 people in here want to know what's going on with the warehouse. You want to tell?
No, I'll let you do it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I'll let you do it.
All right, you start.
That's all you. All you, Jeremy.
All right, warehouse update. Let's get to it. So basically, in a nutshell, Rebecca just sent $9.99.
Thank you, Rebecca.
New subscriber. Nice.
Aw.
Nice.
God bless you all.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. So basically, in a nutshell, if you guys go back through the videos, which most of you probably have. You're all super fans here on the live stream. That's typically what we get on the live stream. We get a bunch of super fans. You probably have been following. You've been following this warehouse nonsense, and I truly mean that. It is nonsense for well over a year now, probably almost a year and a half. So if you recall, I have been leasing space in a 10,000 square foot warehouse. I lease space from Marilyn and her partner, Brian. Marilyn no longer wants to partner with Brian and starts this whole fiasco, which then she sues Brian, and then she sues me and one other tenant. Now, we've never talked about the other tenant before, but she sues me and one other tenant, claiming we've never, ever paid her rent before. The other tenant immediately moved out, and they dropped charges or claims. It's not charges, claims against that tenant.
But that tenant has been in
that
space
tenant
for how long?
Was there for, I know over 10 years. And I believe it was
15.
over 15. That will all come out in court because she's claiming she's never received any money. Okay. And that tenant is a witness in court. So all of that will come out in court. So that tenant, instead of going to court, went, I don't want any part of this. I'll just leave. Just leave me out of it. I don't want any part of it. That tenant is still going to be a part of it because Marilyn sued me. I countersued. And that'll go to court on September 16th, I believe it was, right? 16th?
13th, maybe.
13th. In September, whichever day we told you it was, that's when it goes to jury trial. So remember when we were there, we went for jury trial May 10th. That was supposed to be my actual jury trial. The judge did not allow a jury trial because of COVID. That is what he stated, because of COVID. So it became an actual pre-trial to where Brian and Marilyn they came together to an agreement. Brian, basically in a nutshell, kept all rent. Now remember, she's suing me stating that I didn't pay $25,000 worth of rent. But she settles with Brian stating that he keeps all rent paid. Now, do you see a conflict here? You see a major, major conflict. She's claiming I didn't pay $25,000 in rent. She settles with Brian and goes, you keep all rent. And then she also paid an additional $2,000 to Brian. That's in the videos that we released this week. Now, with me, the judge had asked, Jeremy, will you move out of the building? My lease was up at the end of April 2021. So I'd had 1 year lease, and then another year. So I had a 1 year lease. My lease was up. Now I've been locked out for well over a year, but my lease was up based on the end of April.
Sounds good, Christopher. Thank you.
Nice barbecue ribs. So the judge asked, will you move? And I said, I can't move out. Now in the state of Ohio, and frankly in any state, if you don't have a written lease, if you're at the end of a lease, remember I'm a landlord, right? If I don't renew a lease with my tenant, it automatically goes month to month to month to month to month to month, unless I go, hey, we're done at the end of this month, you're out. And so legally, she can go, hey, your lease is up, you're out. Even though I've been locked out for over a year, the lease finally expired, I'm out. Judge says, will you move? I said, absolutely, I'll move under 3 conditions. Number 1, I need a key. I am not going to have to keep breaking into a facility that I'm a legal tenant of, and a judge is confirming I'm a legal tenant of. I'm not going to continue to have to keep breaking into a facility, unsafely having to break in, and legally being able to break in because I am a legal tenant. As a tenant, I can drive my truck through the wall of that building to get into that building because I'm a legal tenant. Now, I would be liable for damages, but I can go through that wall. I can get a crane and put a smashing ball through that wall to get in, and I'm legally okay. Now, she can sue me for damages, but I can get in any way I want because I'm a legal tenant, and I am still a legal tenant. I'm a legal tenant until I agreed to be out June 7th. That's when, after that date, I'm no longer a legal tenant, unless she doesn't fulfill the terms of the agreement. There's only three things. Three things. Give me a key. I have to be able to give my employees a key. I have to have a key to get in and out to take care of business. Okay. Number two, I want lights. I want the lights turned back on. Remember, she not only locked me out of the facility, she turned off all utilities, refused to pay utilities, and they're back utilities, thousands and thousands of dollars because she wouldn't pay. So I want the lights back on. It's a safety concern.
Thank you, Michael.
It's a safety concern for me to have employees in there without utilities and lights. And you go, well, Jeremy, we know you were running a generator. Okay, well, I was running a generator. That's a generator that's based on my expenses. I have to pay for fuel. I have to pay for upkeep, maintenance, everything. We had to pay for an electrician to come in and actually wire the generator to those lights. Those are all expenses that I'm countersuing her for. I don't need to have any more expenses when she is the landlord and she has to legally provide utilities. So I got to have a key.
Thank you, Nikki B.
I got to have lights, and I have to have water. I need to have a toilet. If I'm going to be in there, I need to have a toilet for my employees. My employees have literally been using a bucket. A bucket. You know what that's like, don't you? Yeah, you know what that's like. You've had to use a
5-gallon bucket.
A 5-gallon bucket.
No bueno.
They'll go down to the creek. They'll grab water and they'll clean things out, clean things up down at the creek, literally using a bucket. So three things.
So not only do they need to flush, they need to wash their hands too.
Yeah, well, especially during a pandemic. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So you got the whole world going, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. And I got a landlord who won't turn the water on. Over a year, the water hasn't been turned on. So if you watch the videos this week.
So H said they make toilet seats that fit on buckets.
If you watch the videos this week, here's the funniest thing in the world, okay? Marilyn schedules to have the water turned on, but she does not show. Now, who wants to guess who in the partnership did all of those things? Brian. Who wants to guess who's no longer involved in it? Brian. Why isn't anybody there to meet the water company? Because she got in a fight with Brian. Brian's no longer there to do the work. And guess what? There's no water on.
Yeah.
So,
and if you notice in the videos, the grass, the landscaping is out of control.
Out of control. Everything is out of control.
And Brian would be the one to.
Brian would take care of everything. Brian would take care of everything. Now, you have to remember we're in Ohio. And in Ohio, when there's water, there's freezing pipes. Now, none of those pipes are insulated. Every single winter, those pipes burst. And guess who fixed them all in the middle of winter? Brian. Even if that water gets turned back on, which I already know this is going to be the issue because I'm the one that's actually been there and Brian's the one that's actually been there. She has no clue. She has no clue how to manage her property because she's never been there. As soon as that water goes on, there's going to be flooding everywhere because the pipes are burst everywhere. And guess who's legally responsible to fix that? She is. So right now, because we have a judge order.
Thank you, Michelle.
We have a judge order. She had to give me a key. She had to turn the power on. She had to turn the water on. We have a judge order, which 2 of those 3 things have only happened. That legally means I don't have to be out. She did not fulfill her end of the deal. So we're coming up here on the end of May, and then I've got 8 more days to be out of the actual facility. If I have 8 more days to be out of the facility, and again, a big if she actually followed the judge decree and court order, which has not been followed. So 2 of 3 things have been cared for. So that's the issue that we have right now. She has not even cared for the judge decree, which means she can be held in contempt of court.
Thank you, Brian.
Now, that's up to a judge to decide whether she's going to be held in contempt of court. But how am I supposed to move out of a building if I can't provide plumbing for my actual people and for myself in a time where safety and cleanliness is a huge concern in our world, right? Now, that doesn't mean that we have been sitting idly by. We absolutely have been working on things.
Thank you, Sissy Pauline.
I actually got to see a lot of those things that we've been working on as we've been moving items and things to an
Thank
apartment.
you, Shauna.
Okay, so I'm fortunate enough. I had an apartment, and I had one of my tenants move out. Found a girlfriend, said I'm going to go move in with her, and I said, all right. I waited, no income all winter in this apartment. I waited because I wanted to see what was going to happen with the warehouse.
Yeah.
So I lost all winter income on that apartment. I've lost all spring income on that apartment, waiting because I had to hold it as a backup plan for all the eBay items for Christian and Patience to work on.
Thank you, Adam.
Not only that, because of being locked out of the actual warehouse, I had another apartment that was vacated. And that was vacated right before we moved down to Florida. And guess who's been in that apartment all winter?
Thank you,
Patience and
Service
Christian. We had to turn that apartment into an actual working office for them because they couldn't work out of the actual warehouse. So now I'm out of all winter, all spring, all summer income on not just one apartment, 2 apartments. So who's liable for that? Well, the person who's liable is the person, first of all, the court and the jury has to find the person liable who locked me out of the facility. But really, that decision falls on their shoulders. That jury has to find them liable. So you can see all of a sudden how one thing stacks up to another thing, stacks up to another thing. The reality is this. A foolish person, Marilyn, did many foolish things, followed by many more, followed by many more, followed by many more. And now she's stacked herself up so high into a corner. And we see this kind of thing all the time. We see YouTubers doing this. I mean, stupidity, foolish things that come out of YouTubers. And they put themselves in a legal situation. Just absolutely foolishness comes out of their mouths. And then they, a lot of YouTubers will go, it's freedom of speech. I can say anything I want about anybody. Yeah, it's freedom of speech. You live in America. It's freedom of speech. You can say anything you want, but there are consequences to things you say. Absolutely. You have freedom to say anything you want, but we live.
Thank you, Deb.
We live in a society of rules and regulations. So if you're going to say something or if you're going to do something, there are consequences to what you say and what you do. Period. That's it. You can go freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech, freedom of speech. Absolutely. And you also have the freedom to adhere to those consequences that come with that freedom of speech. It's the same with Marilyn. She's like, I'm the owner. I'm the owner. I'm the owner. Yeah. You are the owner, and there are consequences that come to you as the owner when you do foolish things, when you lock tenants out, when you not pay utilities, when you don't follow a judge decree. You are the one that will bear the responsibility of those consequences if you do such foolish things. And the reality is this: she did one foolish thing and then added another one to it, and 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 another one to it. And now it's this small thing became this huge thing to where her lawyer is saying, I'm turning it into a circus. All I'm doing is vlogging my life. Now, you also have viewers of What the Hales that go, oh my goodness, this guy attracts drama. I don't attract drama. I'm a paying tenant that the drama came to me. It was her battle with Brian. I'm caught in the middle of it. And then you go, well, look at you in Otter Creek. Again, I don't attract drama. I bought a piece of property. The sellers refused to allow us to survey it beforehand. And then once we surveyed it, we had 2 encroachments. I didn't attract that. I bought the property, surveyed it, did the responsible thing, and took care of the encroachments. I didn't attract it. It came to me. If you're selling the property, or if you've got a piece of property and you're leasing it out.
Thank you, Brian.
All you have to do is the right responsible thing. Here's the crazy part. If Marilyn would have done the right and responsible thing, guess what? No videos. Not a single video. We'd still be paying rent. We'd be in the facility paying rent. She would have been making bank. She would have been making money the entire time we would have been paying rent. If Tina and the siblings would have sold the property, had the survey done beforehand, had the encroachments taken care of beforehand, like anybody should have before they sold 70 acres, there would have never been any videos. That's it. It literally is that simple. We don't attract drama. The drama has come to us and it intersects with our life. And when you do foolish things and you intersect with our life, we're going to film it. It's protection for us legally, right? I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. George always says, more money, more problems. And there is some reality to that, because when you have more money and you're growing and you're growing and you're growing and you're growing, what happens is your problems grow and grow and grow, and problem people grow and grow and grow. So there is reality to that. As you're managing more money, as you're managing a bigger business, you're going to continue to have problems that come up, and problems are a product of people. Whether that be a YouTube individual, whether that be a person you buy property from, whether that be a person you lease property from, people cause problems. If they just stopped causing problems, there's no issue. There's none whatsoever. But she got herself into this situation. And what blows my mind the most, just literally blows my mind.
Now, your attorney is completely aware of all of this.
All of it. 100%.
Right?
Everything.
And he's aware that she hasn't turned on the water.
100%. Everything. Everything. And what blows my mind the most is she's literally in contempt of court. And I can tell you why. Because Brian did all of that. She relied on Brian. She was never at the facility, never at the building. Brian was the business partner that did it all. And Brian wasn't there. She pushed him out. And now she's got herself in a huge situation. She's in contempt of court. Again, I'm not the judge. I can't find her in contempt of court.
Thank you, Dr. Flippit Thrifts.
The judge will have to find her in contempt of court. In my opinion, she's in contempt of court. In my lawyer's opinion, she's in contempt of court. But only a judge is going to be able to actually find her in contempt of court. The judge has to make that decree. And that's the crazy part of it. I'm going to come in and I'm going to start a fight with Brian, and then I'm going to drag Jeremy and Marty into it. Marty's the other tenant. And then I'm going to do more foolish things. I'm going to change the locks. I'm going to turn the utilities off. And then when I got to turn the utilities back on, I'm not even going to show up. And now I'm in contempt of court. How foolish. And you're going to go and stand in front of a jury in September. I mean, it just boggles my mind. Boggles my mind. One foolish act followed by another foolish act, followed by another foolish act, followed by another foolish act. Reminds me of a lot of people that we've met up with, that we've worked with, that we've helped in the YouTube community or in our community in Otter Creek, or whether it be in the warehouse. The foolishness, they just add and add and add and add, and they add and add and add to their legal liability. So, yeah, you got freedom. We do live in a country with freedom. Now, keep in mind, we don't live in a democracy. We live in a republic. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to the republic. All right. So you live in a republic with laws and regulations and rules, and you have freedom, but with that freedom,
thank you, John,
always comes consequences. And so she's going to have to reap the consequences of those decisions that she's made. The things that she has done, turning the water off, and the things that she hasn't done, being there to turn the water back on. It just blows my mind. It literally blows my mind.
Thank you, Jennifer Hale. Now, a lot of people want to know, once you're officially out, what happens to Patience and Christian? A lot of people think we're permanently moving to Florida.
So here's what we'll state. Until the court order is adhered to, we're not officially out. So we have to get to that point. So June 7th is when I agreed to be out based on 3 contingencies. Only 2 of those have been met, and that had to be in a timely fashion. And even that I had to alter my entire life and my entire schedule and my entire world to even make that happen. And the agreement, which should have been boom, 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 1, 2, 3, right in a row, should have been done. I mean, even her lawyer could have showed up to turn the water on, right? I mean, she's paying him $300, $400 an hour. He might as well just show up to turn the water on. How foolish. We're not moving until the requirements of the court order are completed. That's just the reality of it. Doesn't mean we haven't been working. We got a key now. We got lights. Yeah, we've been working. Doesn't mean that we haven't been trying to accomplish things and get things done. But the other side of things is not complete. So we're not moving until it's actually the court order is actually adhered to.
Thank you, Michael Wallace.
And even then, it was supposed to be done immediately. And so even then, so now you have key, electric, water, immediate, and actually the terminology in the court order was in a timely fashion. In a time, it's supposed to be expedient. It's supposed to be fast and not delayed. And this is absolutely delayed. So it's already outside of timely. And so we're not going. We're not going until. And some of you go, Jeremy, you're just being a jerk. You're doing this. No, it's not about being a jerk, and it's not about money. It literally is not about money and about being a jerk. It's holding somebody accountable that did stupid things, who's gonna do it to another person. They're gonna do it to somebody else. So why not be the person that actually stands up and tries to make them stop? I mean, at some point, somebody's got to hold these people accountable to their actions. Now, a normal person who works a 9 to 5 is going to go, you know what? I live paycheck to paycheck. There's no way I can keep this person accountable. I'm just going to go away because I can't go to court. For me, I'm going to go to court. That's part of the craziness of this. Marilyn never even knew who she had in the building. She was just collecting money, and Brian was collecting it for her. And it was in a joint account. So anybody who goes, well, Brian was taking money from Marilyn. No, it wasn't. It was in a joint account. And obviously, Brian got all the money anyway. That was what Marilyn agreed to. Marilyn had no idea who she's picked a fight with. She had no idea social media presence. She had no idea the vast and the reach of the channel. She had no idea whatsoever. And for any other channels out there that want to say foolish things, the reality is you're going to kill your own channel. Don't start a fight that you can't win. Don't do stupid things. Don't do it. You're just piling more problems on for yourself. It's foolishness. It's absolute foolishness. Somebody has to keep them accountable for what they say and what they do. That's your update. That's where things are. We are not 100% out of the building. Doesn't mean we haven't been working on things and moving things. Doesn't mean people haven't been coming in and buying things, which a lot of things have been sold and will be open again tomorrow, 10 a.m., probably 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., something along those lines. But, we're trying to work with what we have as far as timing and the utilities that we have, but we have no intentions of being out because the court order is not being adhered to.
Thank you, Blaine, fellow Ohioan.